their expectation, because he said, my kingdom is of another world. The death of Jesus is presented in the New Testament as having significant redemptive consequences, as well as fulfilling the old expectations in the Old Testament that our high priest, who is Isaiah 53:5, called the servant, but he was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was upon him, and by his wounds we are healed. Is that not a hope to have? Any of you ever sinned? And they can be covered under the blood of Jesus Christ by acknowledging him. Luke records how Jesus stressed this while he spoke with the disciples after his resurrection on the road to Emmaus in Luke 24. The disciples reveal that they said, we hope Jesus would be the one to redeem Israel, but the women said he has risen, but we don't know. But instead, Jesus corrects them in his post-resurrection encounters. And this is what he says in Luke 24 to the disciples on the road to Emmaus. And they don't realize who he is at the time. Oh, you foolish ones, you slow of heart to believe what all the prophets have spoken. Not necessarily he interpreted to them all the scriptures concerning himself. Remember a couple weeks ago in prophecy, I said sometimes we don't always know it until after it's occurred. We want to try to predict. That's why we tell people, do not predict dates. And then Jesus saying, okay, look, the Old Testament scriptures point to me. After the Emmaus road, he then appears to the disciples a little later in Luke 24, and he says, then Jesus said to them, these are my words